Have you heard any Finnish bands?
Of course, we know a lot of Finnish bands, a lot of cool bands coming from Finland. So you have a better rock metal culture than we have in Holland. Meaning, like there's more history here also.
Well, could you name a few bands you know?
Well, which one do I don't know? I know them all, I think. Apocalyptica, the Rasmus, Him, Nightwish, Stratovarius. Robert?
Children of Bottom.
Children of the Bottom, yeah. Children of Bottom, yeah.
Well, actually, I have this very special question from the leading singer from Nightwish.
Oh, really?
And she just had a baby.
Yes, I know.
And it's about the tour because Nightwish will start a new tour
Yeah,
in
of
next
course.
year and everything. So I'm just going to read her note to you.
Okay.
Hi, Sharon and Robert. I have heard the wonderful news that you're expecting a third child. Congratulations to that. Since you already have been touring while having 2 children and now soon 3, and I just have started to plan a new tour with Nightwish with a small child, I would like to know how you guys handle this situation with touring the world and having 3 children. Do you take all of them with you and have a nanny? Do you leave them with someone, or how do you do?
Well, like I said before, it's like going on tour for 2 weeks and then, going back again. So not a heavy schedule, not too heavy schedule that you go back now and then. And we have, of course, our grandparents always helping us out.
The first child, we had our Sharon's mother going on tour.
Yeah, and sometimes a nanny.
And sometimes even a nanny, but
Yeah.
always people who are close to us, people we really trust and know, of course,
Yeah, exactly.
which is also nice for the child. So, yeah, you have to find your way, and also I think you have to follow your feeling. You have to see what works, because that's also different for everybody. I think that's the most important thing anyway with having a child, is you have to be always on top of things, in the sense that you sense what a child needs and what works, and then you have to make the best out of it.
So everything is possible.
Everything is possible. And Ozzy Osbourne did it already a long time ago with 4 kids or 5 kids, I'm not sure. But, no, he has more.
Oh yeah, 3, yeah, 3.
No, he has 4. One didn't ever came up
really?
in the
Okay.
reality show, so I'm a little bit informed. And they went on tour with over the whole world. So it's like there's always a possibility. It's just if there's a will, there's a way.
Well, while you're touring, how do you handle the jet lag?
The jet lag. You don't know. It's heavy, but it's.
Sometimes it's heavy, and sometimes you don't have it, But yeah, when you have it, it's just you have to deal with it, It's you can't do much about it, It's just trying to get in the rhythm as soon as possible.
Well, does the jet lag does it do something to your sound?
No, it doesn't. But it's more like that you feel really light in your head and that you're like spaced out a little bit, like you had a joint or something. Yeah. But it's it's okay because it's not too extreme. And as soon as you can, you try just to get into the rhythm as soon as possible and get a lot of sleep, hopefully somewhere.
Well, about the short films, will we see one of you guys in the films?
No, we don't perform. We really keep it separately because we feel like this is a story on its own. And if you ever want to do something different again, it's nice to have it's separate from each other. Yeah.
Forthcoming album is a concept album, and there's the short films and comic books. Is this something you would like to do again in the future?
Robert?
No, yeah, I think we like to continue this kind of thing because it's artistically also very challenging, and so I think this whole story and movie thing is something we will develop more in the future. And also, yeah, a good thing is that for our live shows, it's also something which gives a lot of extra, and we can really do some exciting stuff live with it. So it's, I think, just a start for us, this.
Well, now when you're gonna start the tour, will we hear the old songs, or are you gonna play just the new ones?
Well, we're gonna definitely play also old songs because the fact that the album is just an hour, and you always play longer than that, so you always will hear some older songs as well. But I'm not sure if we're gonna play the whole new album or just a big part of it, and with a lot of old songs as well. We have to find our balance in that yet, so we have to see.
Have you already started to rehearse for the tour?
No, not yet, because we're now in promotion, and after that we'll be starting very soon, of course, because we already starting the summer festivals, and before you know it, it's already, well, almost spring now, so it's not that far away anymore. Yeah.
Well, have you read any reviews yet?
About what?
The forthcoming album.
Yes, some of them. They're really positive because
It's scary, so positive.
yeah, it's like
So
it gives high expectations, but we don't want to have any high expectations because you only get disappointed.
Well, is it hard to read reviews if you don't know are they good or bad?
Exciting in a way, but it's like we've learned from the past that everybody has a different view on things, and it's also how people want to see things in a certain way, and and you can't tell how fans will react to it, and that's the most important thing. I think that the people who like our kind of music.
A review is never objective, you know,
No.
and your own taste is also never objective, you know. But the most important thing for us has always been that we think what we do is really good. You know, it's the best we can do, and that we're proud of it. You know, that should be the feeling, and then it's easier to deal with criticism.
Well, do you have any plans for the future yet? And now that you're going to tour, but have you already thought about a new album?
No, not yet, because we're so close to this one that we are still enjoying it and just let it be for a moment. And after a while, when we are feeling up to it, we'll start again thinking about that when there's a little bit more distance.
Well, have you planned, are you going to tour for a year or 2 years? Have you made any plans for that?
It's almost always 2 years. You know, it's like for us, writing an album takes 2 years, and then we're touring for 2 years. And I think that probably it will be the same again.
Okay, well, now that you're in Finland, would you like to come here to do a huge show here or something?
Well, as there's no show scheduled for the moment, which we find ridiculous, because we have a lot of people that like our music, so it's strange that it didn't happen yet. But it's we did, of course, in the past, but we're looking now for a special show to do a special show in Finland separately. So we're going to see when we're able to do that, and hopefully as soon as possible.
You said you know many Finnish bands. Well, would you like to collaborate with one of them?
Well, you need a certain song, of course, an idea before you search for a certain band, of course. And at this moment, well, you just finished an album. Maybe in the future, you never know.
Well, do you guys do a lot of collaborations with other bands?
Well, not with other bands, but we do with other artists, like we did with Keith Caputo in the past, and with Anneke van Giersbergen we joined up, and anybody else?
I think that's mostly it. I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Well, is there something you'd like to say to your Finnish fans?
Well, I hope to be back soon, but then for a concert, of course. And until then, stay metal.